Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Wesley. I'm originally from Chicago on the near north side on the Gold Coast. To be exact, Lincoln Park in the Old Town Village area, Cabrini Green projects. And I'm 34. And the reason I trade is to change my generational journey, my past, the generational poverty-stricken mindset, and to teach and to learn at the same time and keep growing as a human being and balancing out life and at the same time paying bills, just trying to be financially free. So I take trading very serious. I've been trading for about 4 years now, and I'm going into the part of my career where I'm taking it as a business, and I'm just trying to keep learning, keep growing, and just stay disciplined and stay consistent out of everything for sure. I'm a scalper and a move type of trader, and I use the VIX a lot when I trade as a confluence to look for directional areas in the market. And today I'm going to be presenting my playbook trade, the back through open bounce, BOB is what I like to call it. And this trade is something that I've been working on the side of another trade called VWAP Velocity. But today I will be presenting a back through open bounce to show all my traders and to present who I am as a technical analysis and a nice fundamental type of trader, okay? I like the news trades and I love the technical analysis trades. So here we go. Let me dive right into it. Yeah, so today I'm going to be presenting the bigger picture and the context for the BOB, the back through open bounce. This is a setup out of my playbook. And as I'm moving forward, I just want to keep continuing to cover my setups and to give an outlook and the mentality of how I trade. But yeah, moving forward, the bigger picture to what I want to see. I want to see a stock that's down 45% or more on the day. I want to see a high volume stock with a lot of value, a lot of liquidity. The ATR between 1 to 3%, 3 plus. So the name actually moves. Price under the 9 EMA and short-term trend this week to the downside. Pre-market context, I want to see it trading under VWAP. Previous day's highs turned into supply. Yesterday's highs is now resistance. Pre-market lows are holding. And I don't want them breaking before the open. I want to see them holding, okay? If they not holding, I want to see the pre-market lows hold good, and then we can move above them, then come back below them. But I don't want to see them break. Volatility and fear. I want to see the VIX at least at 17 to 18. Tells me where the fear and the volatility, yes, is in the market. And I want to see more range. It equals more opportunity for this setup, because the more range, and I feel like the more stock has pulled back, that gives you a more confluence and more confidence to get in, knowing that this stock is a tight squeeze and that the buyers see the price at a low price to get in. You know, people greedy, they like to buy stuff cheap. Okay, so every buyer that's outside, they stepping in, and all the sellers, they turning into buyers. Okay, that's what I want to see, 100% sure. And this is why the BOB matters, okay? Why everything matters. This is the bigger picture filter for the setup. These boxes ain't checked. I ain't forcing a trade, okay? I'm waiting for my A+ environment. And when my BOB works, it's when the stock is weak, under VWAP, and the key levels are actually acting as supply, not support. I just want to see everything come down from resistance, come down from support. And these my exact words. The bigger picture for this trade, I want to see a stock that's down over 45%. I want to see the pre-market under VWAP. I want to see the previous day highs turn into supply. I want to see a stock with a lot of value, and I want to see the ATR to be 1 to 3. I want it to be under the 9 EMA, and I want it to work. This is the part where I go bar by bar, inspired by Justin Spiro from SMB Capital. This is the part where I show you the higher highs and the lower lows. I'm gonna roll the setup back to show you my entry and to show you my exit. This is the technical analysis part where this trade actually worked. This trade only worked based off of news and based off of Bitcoin selling off and based off of the market basically forming around the so-called AI bubble and tech rallying, okay? Google said that they was going to make some chips for Meta and Meta was going to buy into them. So Nvidia and AMD took a real big hit and they was burnt down, just tore down, you know, as SMB like to say, hot garbage. So as this trade started to work and as this trade started to build out, I want to show you how I got in and show you where my mind was at for sure. Okay, so this is the bar by bar, and I got it sped up from November 21st. But I was looking at the sell-off on November 20th, watching the video, watching AMD sold off and SPY rolled this 9 EMA and put in a low around 655, put in a higher low around 662, came back down and put in a lower low at 654, came back up and put in a higher low at 658 and ended the day around 651 for the last low put in for the day. So I was looking at this low already for them to bounce off around the 651 level. And as I told you, my back through open, it'll always hold in pre-market under VWAP, under the 9 EMA. So as the play started to come together, I'm looking forward to pop up as it come open. That's how it's going to be above open. And then it's going to come back down to test that demand down there. Okay, that's my mentality coming into this play. So boom, we open up. I expected them to go above it. I expected them to go below it. Boom. Let me slow it down just a little bit. When we was right here, I'm looking at these lows down here, and I'm looking to enter, right? I'm thinking about Jeff Holden from SMB Capital, always starting with my stop. If I want to get in this trade, I can see the pre-market lows at 650 and 649. If I want to get in this trade, I want to be in around 652. So I'm starting my runners and I'm building my position around this area right here, around the 653, as they make lower lows and the last lows get broken out of 653. They already came back through open. They opened up around the 654 levels. So I was looking for my entry. Waiting still. I want to see the stock trade above VWAP and hold. Still waiting. And I'm really thinking about puts, but I know for a fact that this stock is beating down, so I know that these bottoms is going to hold. So I'm just waiting for that 651 to hold, waiting for that 652 to hold. And anything above 653, 654, I'll be confident in entering. And boom, I'm entering with low on volume. Okay, the volume was low on this candlestick, but it was over 100,000. And I was above VWAP. So I put my stop right at 651 and felt confident. If I can get back through open, strong on volume, we can go. Boom, a nice rise in volume, but the sellers did step in around the 655, but that was expected from pre-market. And this when the trade started to work out. I added right there on the pullback to the 9 EMA, and I like to pause this. If this was my entry, I'm using the same reason that I entered above VWAP in the 9 EMA. It's the same reason I will exit. And I like to use Justin Spiro bar by bar, 2-bar trail if I'm going to exit. And sometimes I even use this 9 EMA, but I do want to see 2 candlesticks close on a 2-minute time frame. Or sometimes I use the 5-minute time frame for exit. And as you can see, it only 1 bar closed below the 9 EMA completely. And that was a small candlestick, okay? This buyer stepped right back in. So I'm holding, watching the 9 EMA the whole time for my exit. I'm looking for my exit right now. Okay, I'm thinking about my exit on the next bar. Still no 2-bar exit on a 2-minute. Still no 2-bar exit. Red candlesticks. And that's when I'm taking my exit. Once these prior lows get broken, I have my stop right here. Prior lows got broken, I'm completely out of this trade. And as you can see, that's my BOB back through open trade. And if I would have held, I could have held and exited, but this a quick scalp. You just want to get back through open. If you want to add on to this trade, make it something more than what it is, then that's completely fine too. But right now, this is the back through open, and that's how I do it. So hey, this is my closing outro to this video and my ending to my back through open. And as I was making the video, I just had some thoughts come to my head. Like, I'm not perfect. I may not know all of the words I need to use, or I may not communicate verbally how I need to, or I may not do everything complete like a machine or something, you know. I'm just human, but I know one thing, I'm consistent. I know one thing, I'm disciplined. I know one thing, I'm dedicated to learning more. I know one thing, I'm appreciative of Justin Sparrow, of Jeff, always starting with my stop. Even Carlton, he taught me how to have a weekly stop loss, a monthly stop loss, a daily stop loss. Garrett, his mindset of just how the market move. Dr. Steinberg, I like Lance B, the right side of the V and the right side of the A. I like Seth on his option plays and a butterfly. Mike Bellafiore on just learning the stock market and how passionately in the competition that's out there in the world. I just like his playbook. I like the way the company is set up. And I know I'm stumbling over my words, but I'm still gonna put this video out. I just want it to be natural and raw. This is my first playbook. This is my first time actually even putting out a video this long. So I just wanna keep going, keep growing. And I just wanna show everything that I learned trading. And I watched a lot of people, but I've become a consistent trader just watching SMB Capital. So I figured that I'd do this and I make it fun, and I enjoy doing it, and I put out something that I'm passionate about, something that I love, something that I've been building on and working on for years, and I'm starting to see it actually pay off. And I'm like, I'm proud of myself, and I just can't put it in words on how thankful and grateful I am to keep learning and growing. And I just wanted to present this to the world, to SMB Capital. Hopefully some of the traders or some of the people or the individuals I'm speaking on will see this video. Shout out to y'all. And at the end of the day, I just want all traders to learn, all people and everybody from across the world to be able to grow and just to be able to make them some money passively. And if this is the game that you choose in your lifestyle, that I just pray that you take it serious and you study and you work hard and you never stop learning and you never stop growing. But thank y'all for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, I'm WesTheCEO, Wesley, whatever you want to call me, owner and founder of LaRue Enterprises. And I just want to thank the whole SMB Capital for the playbook and Mike Bellafiore for everything that y'all bring. Peace and blessings. Y'all enjoy y'all day for sure.